Hello, David here, and the project for today is to introduce you to my new welder. Well, it's not really a new welder. I bought this on closeout about 10 years ago. It's been sitting in a box in my garage, and I thought when I retire I'll start playing with it. So I retired a year ago and now I started playing with it. It's a Lincoln Electric pro-mig 175. What can I tell you about it? Comes with one of these handheld welding lenses to protect your eyes. Comes with a huge spool of welding wire. This is 30 thousandths. Comes with a gas regulator. Comes with a small spool of MIG wire, 2 pound, it's 25 thousandths. This is for gas. Another comes with another 2 pound small spool of flux core wire, which I have loaded in the machine, 35 thousandths, because I don't have gas. Comes with a gas tube, gas hose. It's mounted on a Harbor Freight welding cart. Comes with a ground clamp, like that. Comes with a gun. Which looks like that. And it cannot be wired for 110, 120. You can only use it on a 220, 240 outlet, which I happen to have. The power settings don't go by inches or amps. It's got an on-off switch. It goes by a code which they recommend you use for different thicknesses of steel, and then the top knob is the speed of the wire feed. I'm not using the welding lens that they supply. I have one of these Harbor Freight welding helmets. It's auto darkening and it works pretty darn good. I'm pretty happy with it. It hasn't flashed my eyes or anything like that. I'm not a production welder, I'm a hobbyist. I could get by with that if I was doing a lot of welding. Yeah, I would definitely spend some more money and get a better welding helmet. Let's take a look inside the case. The wire is wound through the feed rollers right here, and if you use 25 thousandths, you have to take this roller off and turn it around because there's a groove in the roller. Right now I'm using the side of the roller that's got the bigger groove for the 35 thousandths wire, and then these two wires come in from the cable from the gun, and then this is the polarity. When you're using flux core wire and not using gas, it's wired like this. When you're using gas and solid wire, then you have to swap these two leads to reverse the polarity. So I am no welding expert by any stretch of the imagination. I'm a beginner and I'm learning. I'll show you what I've done so far. By the way, on the inside of the cover, there's a chart to give you suggested settings for the machine, whether you're running gas or no gas, the thickness of the material. The settings are listed right here on the chart. I had this old bicycle frame sitting around for years. My thoughts were I was going to cut it up and weld it. You can see what a crappy job I did here, and my thoughts are either the alloy of the frame is not compatible with the wire I was using, or maybe it's not compatible for welding at all, or it might be too thin for MIG welding. I don't know. Or it might be too thin for the 35 thousandths wire. But that's what that looks like. However, I was very successful on repairing a axle on a suitcase. It was low carbon steel. I plug welded it, and then I ground the top off of the plug. Fitted perfectly, and it's great. This is a project that was not supposed to work. This is a cast iron vise. There was a crack going all the way around the whole circumference of this casting, and I welded it anyway, and it's holding. I don't know for how long. I didn't grind the root. I think to do it properly you have to grind the root and tie the two pieces together with multiple passes. However, this is only one pass. And if it fails, I can always try it again. Now with cast iron, you're supposed to braze. And I've never done that before. Got to follow all the safety rules when you're welding. Long sleeve shirts, non-synthetic, long sleeve pants, leather gloves, because you could get burned or electrocuted. I got a couple old tie rod ends here. Let me see if I can tack those together. I suggest keeping a fire extinguisher handy as well. Not pretty. But it's holding. And I know I got a lot to learn. Can't wait to get in for a close-up. That's it. Don't laugh, it's not funny. And I didn't grind the root either. Welding something this big, you'd have to grind the root and weld it in a few passes. But I'm just playing with the machine, see what it could do, see what I can do. And I'd like to say thank you for watching.